so in love with you. Give me warmth, it could. Give me warmth, it could. Took away your pain and you let me feel so safe and peacefully calm. Dark run away, season.
안녕.
To glow it out, I see the blue of your flowers inside your heart, and stars held by your eyes bring me to blue sky, and you hold me personally, dream of me. You're the town of my dark and the place of my queen. Far away you are, your presence, existence. Far away you are, your voices, your colors. In the air I wait for your voice to hum with. No one can understand. I was a loser, so blind with desires. I don't know what I wanna do. I don't know how I gotta do. Losing faith, losing mind, lost the path. So easy to feel, so easy to see. Break broken issues, a daily meal for me. Till I know you, I didn't know what to do. I was messed up. Oh, I was losing hope. Like you wanted to give up, but there is something pulled me back. I can't cry, just wanna scream.
여기를 좀 원래 고정을 시키는 건가? 여기를 좀 하는 건가 보네.
Will fade away, and we go back to our old ways. Two perfect strangers in disguise. When the sound is going to stretch, the sounds of the wind, does it keep it two perfect strangers in disguise. But until then, forget that crazy world. Yeah, until then, no need to say a word. We'll do our best to keep the sunlight from melting down the night. Like in this fruit is finally ripe for having a last bite. This town will start again. He's crazy, right? An ideal place for us to fight. Two perfect strangers in the sky.
haven't gotten used to your scent. I'm certain you have had another cigarette. Nothing could prepare me for your style. The way your laughter seemed to go for miles and miles. You have 1,000 eyes that never fall asleep. Someday I will leave you when I've had enough of your beauty. Doobie-doo-boom-bo-ee-da-dum-ee-dum-ba-dum. Doobie-doo-boom-ba-dum-ba-dum-doo-dum. Doobie-doo-boom-bo-ee-da-dum-ee-dum-ba-dum. Doobie-doo-boom-ba-dum-ba-dum-doo-dum. You have 1,000 eyes that never fall asleep. Maybe I will never leave you when I
김치가 빠질 수 없지.
우리 엄마랑 김치.
go for now. You can rest
새우.
just for now. New York. We could drive along an ocean reflecting the sun, or make a bed of green atop a wide open sea. Under a canvas of blue, I would draw ever nearer to you. To feel the dew on your skin, that is how it would begin. For summer is for falling in love. Lilies and roses and running on ice, cats that smile and float, chocolate and magic, the roll of a dice. Maybe I'm ready to grow. Creatures of sunlight that flutter my heart, delightfully carry me on, tapping their fingers all over the world, infused with a childhood glow. I ain't ready to grow. I ain't ready to grow. Brown paper packages tied up with strings, with all of my favorite things, secrets and heartaches and foolish love.